Well, we will go across to some breaking news that is coming in, where the Union Civil Aviation Minister has responded on the Tejasvi Indigo row. Well, it is Tejasvi Surya who had taken the flight, the Indigo flight, where the emergency exit door was opened by mistake. And now the central government has confirmed the mistake. They have gone ahead and said that it was Tejasvi Surya who had apologized, in fact, saying that it was a mistake. The emergency exit door was opened by mistake. Jyotiraditya Scindia has stated that the door was opened by mistake and that Tejasvi Surya did apologize back then.
The facts are that the door did open by mistake while the plane was on the ground. All the checks were taken, and after that only the plane was allowed to take off. And he also said sorry for it himself.
Sir, but the opposition is saying to debar him.
I'm not responsible to respond to the opposition. I have to respond to you.
Well, we did listen to Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia confirming that Tejasvi Surya was the one because of which there was a mid-air crisis on an Indigo flight. There was an emergency exit door that was opened by mistake. It's the government now that has confirmed this mistake. And he also said that Tejasvi Surya had apologized back then itself, and all the checks and balances were in place before the flight took off again. This has been a big row, where BJP leader Tejasvi Surya was the person due to which there was a mid-air crisis on an Indigo flight, because the emergency exit door was opened by mistake, as confirmed by Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia. We can probably play that bite again for our viewers, where we can listen to the Civil Aviation Minister confirming the news that it was Tejasvi Surya who had apologized and that the emergency exit door had opened by mistake.
The facts are that the door did open by mistake while the plane was on the ground. All the checks were taken, and after that only the plane was allowed to take off. And he also said sorry for it himself.
Sir, but the opposition is saying to debar him.
I'm not responsible to respond to the opposition. I have to respond to you.
Well, that was the Civil Aviation Minister who has confirmed Tejasvi Surya apologizing regarding the mid-air fiasco, due to which there was an emergency landing on an Indigo flight, because he had opened the Indigo flight emergency exit door by mistake. This led to a big row where even the opposition had dipped in. Congress had targeted BJP's Bengaluru South MP Tejasvi Surya, amid which were earlier reports but now have been confirmed by none other than Civil Aviation Minister. Let's remind our viewers, Tejasvi Surya is BJP's Bengaluru South MP and also BJP Yuva Morcha chief. This happened last year on an Indigo flight from Chennai to Tiruchirappalli, where the emergency exit had accidentally opened during the boarding process. There were all engineering checks, mandatory engineering checks, which were put in place before it flew back. I have my colleague Aishwarya joining us live on this broadcast. Aishwarya, appreciate you joining us on this broadcast. Thank you. If you could share more details, there were earlier media reports and speculations that this passenger was in fact BJP leader Tejasvi Surya. But now that Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia himself has confirmed, what do we know thus far? If you could share more details.
Well, Jyotiraditya Scindia confirming to us that it was a mistake that was from Tejasvi Surya. He accidentally opened the gate and the DGCA has already took a note. He further said that whatever opposition is demanding is not there to respond to opposition, but the DGCA is currently investigating into the whole issue. As far as Tejasvi Surya and Civil Aviation Ministry is concerned, first the sources in the Civil Aviation had clearly stated to us that the event was duly reported. It appeared that it was a mistake. The emergency exit got opened by a passenger while the aircraft was on ground. The crew took note and all appropriate airworthiness actions such as reinstalling of door pressurization check was done later, and the captain of the crew was also informed. But the sequence of events as far as Tejasvi Surya is concerned, he said that there were 4 people who were sitting opposite to each other in that particular cabin, ATR 72 aircraft, and when Tejasvi Surya accidentally held the handle of emergency exit gate, it came outward and bent to 10 degrees, and Tejasvi Surya and K. Annamalai, who were sitting together, called urgently the
Right, Aishwarya, we will come back to you, but we will first go across to India's top wrestler speaking out. We will quickly cut into